Hey Brock, Ben, America's Baseball Camps, just touching base, going through your video analysis work from the President's Day camp. I just wanted to touch base in regards to talking about some swings, checking out your mechanics, and going over some things that I recommend that you work on. So let's go ahead and get started here, watching your video for a little bit. Let's first talk about your stance from our feet to our head. Everything looks pretty good in regards to your start here. Athletically, what I would focus on a few tweaks in regards to how your feet and everything are set up. Let's draw some lines and some circles here. So you do get in a little bit flex position, which is good. I do like your eyes are on the baseball straight ahead. Your hands in a relaxed spot. You can see you're wearing a Cal Ripken shirt on, and you have that start how Cal hit, with just resting your bat on your shoulders, which is fine for your timing mechanism. The only thing I did change on your start, is your feet. Notice how your feet are turned slightly out. And what you want to do is you want to have your feet more turned in so you can have those knees really get inside of your feet here. And that's going to create more power, more balance in your feet, and going to help you out here. So let's go ahead and chat in regards to the next phase of your swing here as you stride. A couple big things I notice here. You'll see we got to get our lower half more involved, and you're kind of top heavy, meaning not getting enough lower half involved to your swing here. The biggest thing I see, as you'll notice, is that first step. Really big step on your foot, meaning turning or pointing at the pitcher. And this is really, really important to make sure that you stride closed. You notice how your foot really opens up, and this in turn opens up your hip, and everything kind of flies open. So what I would do at this point of your swing is I want your heel actually be facing these guys. And you'll notice that your heel is facing the stands over here. So let's have that heel really face this way, and you're going to kind of complete it right now. Your toe is pointing at the pitcher, and that's going to open up that front side. As I go into regards to my swing, a pretty good swing there in regards to the ball. You hit this ball nice. A little bit sideways, not bad. Your angle here is a little bit this way. Probably want a little bit more tall, and what we do is we go from the ground through the kneecap up here, and you'll see that I want that head just a little bit more forward to make it nice and tall. You do have a firm front side, which is good. A little bit open again, but you hit this one well. Let's see how the finish does. You do not get a full rotation of your hips. You can see kind of at contact here. You do a good job right there, and you want to keep that hip kind of turned. You'll see this hip line right here. That's as far as it will go, and then it kind of recoils back. And make sure at the end of your swing that this bottom foot gets all the way turned, and that's going to help keep that hip turn to really stay in that firm front side. You can also see that this front foot pops up because we don't have balance and our weight distribution in the right place. And that lower half of your body here for your swing is really important of your foundation. So what I would do is try to, when you take your practice swing, is try to hold your finish and make sure that your back foot is turned, that your front foot doesn't come off the ground, that your head's in right alignment, and things to that effect, I think would be very important in regards to your swing here. So let's check out another swing in regards to that. So those are some of the things to work on so far. Make sure when your hands don't drop. Sometimes your hands get pretty low here. You can see as your hands go, you kind of rest them on your shoulder, but as you watch Cal hit, he'll rest them on his shoulder, and then he'll bring them up, back, and away and higher, where you kind of drop them as I go here. You got to really keep those hands up, because that's going to make you be underneath the ball and really work uphill compared to working downhill. Again, at contact here, going back to that stride foot, be aggressive on that stride foot. You'll see that foot is really turned out, and that's going to really open up that with your hip and everything else to really expose that front side. So just really try to work on that in regard to that's going to make a big difference of trying to hit against a firm, closed front side. And just practice taking. Just stand by a pitcher and just take pitches and work on really just striding and holding that foot here to get yourself better foundation. So At contact, again, pretty good. I'm looking from my feet to my head. I would like this head instead of right here, just a little bit more forward, just so it's on this line, and that's going to help you work downhill. You do a good rotation in your feet right there. Let's see if it happens afterwards. You can see that that foot goes back and that front heel goes up. And what I want you to do is I want you to stick that landing and really engage your lower half. It's going to really help you with a lot more power and help you become a much better ball player. So let me go back to one of these first swings here, see if I can see anything else. But those are the biggest things, of just getting yourself athletic and really getting that lower half engaged. You can see that that front foot is really turned out, exposed to that hip. This one we're working underneath. You can really see that we are really in this line right here. We want to keep this nice and tall, and that's a big one to fix on that one. You can see we're kind of working uphill a little bit like that, and that foot, that front foot spins up. You can see there in regards to that front heel, and then that backside doesn't get rotated. So I think a big swing and finish and swing and hold for you is really big. Get on the tee, work on it, swing, hit the ball, finish, and freeze, and that's really engage that lower half, because your upper body's pretty good. You have a nice flat swing, your hands start off good. Just a couple tweaks on that lower half, that's going to make a big difference. So hopefully that helped you out. Thanks for coming to camp, and come back and see us sometime, and have a great season.